Hi everyone, and welcome to day 17 of the July Colouring Challenge. So I thought we would stick with the Black Widows because we've only used them once and I don't feel like we got a lot out of them yesterday. So I thought we'd stick with Black Widows and colour today's emblem with them. So we have a life ring and it is really very plain, so I think we do need to add just a bit of detail on it so that it is obvious what it is. It could just be a disc or a donut or anything, couldn't it? So I'm just guessing that it's a life ring. So I've got my pigment liner, Staedtler 0.2, and we're going to add, hopefully, some details to make this look a bit more like a life ring. So usually you would get like 4 white sort of straps, or I don't know, it's just the way that it's designed, isn't it? I think the white tabs sort of hold on to the rope around the life ring, I think. I don't know, I'm just guessing. So let's draw those in. Now obviously, hang on, this needs a little bit of coaxing to work. There we go. So I'm not really anything brilliant at drawing, as we know, so I'm just going to try my best to do this. So we've got the 2 there. I should zoom you in a bit, shouldn't I? And then 2 on the other side. Should have curved those a little bit probably. I'll try and curve these ones just to make it look like it's a rounded object, which it is. There we go, that's not too bad at all. I think it's made a bit of a difference anyway to it looking like a life ring. What do you call them? They are just called life rings, aren't they? Life boy rings. Anyways, so I've chosen some colours already. I've chosen 3 different orangey red tones. So for the darkest, we've got Brown Bug from the Scorpion set. Then we have Deep Red from the Cobra set. Finally, we've got Carrot from the Skin Light set. And then I do have a Monarch Light Grey for the white, so that we can put a little bit of shading on that. So making sure you're on screen. Let's go. So I want to put a bit of this darkest colour, the Brown Bug, right at the bottom here, because I've got a feeling we have a white stripe around this as well. I really should have got a reference photo up. Yeah, I think we have like a white stripe that goes around the life ring. Excuse me. The life ring as well. My allergies are quite bad lately. Okay, so that will be a little bit of shadow. I'm sort of reluctant to do this in case I get it wrong, but I feel like there would be a white band around it. I'm just going to go for it. I don't know. What will be, will be. I'm really learning at the moment to try not to be so perfectionist with things and not feel let down or inadequate if it goes wrong, which it probably will, because, you know, I'm not trained. So I think it's realistic expectations, and we don't always have those for ourselves, do we? We always think that everything that we do should be amazing or it'll be rubbish, or at least I do anyway. And ever since I've started this channel, this blog, this whole colouring journey back in 2015, ever since then and still now to this day, I feel like a lot of imposter syndrome, and I've tried to sort of get over that as much as possible, but it creeps back in, and I'm still, after all this time, not confident at all. So you know, when I say leave me a comment and I read the comments and stuff, it genuinely does help me to hear from you and to hear that you're enjoying it, and that you're getting something out of it, and it's not just me trying to pretend I'm an artist. And you know, that, like I said, that's the self-esteem and the imposter syndrome again. Right, so I don't want to lose tack on this. Where am I? So I've tried to draw a bit of a white thing around it. We'll see how it looks. I think this would probably be quite dark as well. So I'm just using the brown bug as our shade colour. I'm just trying to get a little bit of dimension on there. The next one is the deep red. So I'll do these areas first and then we'll go back in for the rest, just to see if it works, the colours that I've chosen. Now I could have gone for a lighter red as the highlight, but I did go for an orange as the highlight because the red on life rings is more of an orangey red, isn't it? You know, you think when you see them on the beach. So I thought that an orange would make a good highlight colour despite how dark the red is of the brown bug that we're using. And I hope that works. So next colour was, what was it? Deep red from the Cobra. I can just colour that whole bit in there underneath the white stripe that we drew. So yeah, I'm sorry if my nose sounds really stuffy. It is my allergies and horrid hay fever. But do you know what, to be fair, it hasn't been horrendous this year, the hay fever. It used to be that it would get to sort of March, April, May, that period of spring, and I would be unable to basically see for about 3 months. So yeah, it's actually getting better as I get older, which I think happens quite frequently. It happened with my grandma and my father, so I'm hoping that that happens with me. But then again, it just means that I'm getting older, doesn't it, if it gets better, which is never good. But yeah, anyway. Right, so I've done that bit. Now I want to put a bit more shading in, I think, this area so that it looks rounded, hopefully. So using the brown bug, I'll put a bit of shade in here and again on the other side. Just following the curvature of the ring. And I think we'll have some more shading here as well. And on this side. Yeah. Okay, so I'll put some more colours in so that I know where we are with the shading. So the deep red from the Cobra set, it's all here. Again, just trying to keep the curvature going. And then the carrot colour. Not too bothered about leaving white at the moment because we do have that trusty white gel pen. I just want to get the colours and the shading down and worry about one thing at a time. So again, a bit of that deep red. Excuse me. I'm starting to sound like Chucky from Rugrats. Just that sort of really stuffed up voice. I'm trying desperately not to sound like that. Okay, so then we've got a carrot. I keep mentioning the colours because I've forgotten them. Between one stroke and the next, I've forgotten them. And here as well. And if this does get too orange, we can go over it with a bit of the deep red, a very light layer of it, so that we're not completely covering up the orange, but we are reddening it a little bit. So we can do that. I think that will make a difference so that it doesn't look too orangey. Just don't want there to be glare on this so that you can see what I'm doing. There you can see. Okay, so that's that bit of shading done. Around the top, I think I want to keep that fairly light. So let me put a base layer of the carrot down first. And come in with the deep red. Just on the very inner edge there. Bring the carrot back in to burnish. Right, there we go. So I'm pretty happy with that actually. I feel like it does look rounded and it's got the look of a life ring. So we need our grey now. This one is light grey from Monarch. And we just want a little bit of shading on this, just to show, I guess, that it is not flat white. This isn't too dark really. I might have needed a shade darker. I'll see if I can build that in as we go around. This probably isn't making much difference to you on camera, this grey. So I'm just doing the outer edges of each section with the grey. Again, just trying to keep that rounded look. And I might just grab a slightly darker grey. What have we got? Greythorn, how will that one work? Yeah, slightly darker grey. Just to maximise that contrast a bit. I think I should start making my own merch with stickers that have got all the things that I repeatedly say, because my brain just keeps farting out the same things all the time, like, what did I just say then? Forgotten already. Maximise the contrast. What's another one that I always say? Simple but effective. That's like the tagline for my channel. Probably something like, I can't believe I've just done that all off screen, because I usually don't check the screen often enough, and I've moved out of view, and that is so frustrating when that happens. So I think that Greythorn's really helped. Okay, so we need to think of a background colour, and you know, immediately I think sea and blue and stuff like that, but I feel like we've done quite a few blue backgrounds, but really that's going to make it pop the most when we're using orange. You know, if we look at the colour wheel, and we've got this red orange here, the opposite of that is a blue green. So shall we do a blue green? Very similar to day 9 with the flamingo, but we could do that same sort of thing really, because it is, you know, water. But let's see if we've got a more blue green this time, where I thought that one was a bit too green. So let's go and see what we've got in Black Widow for a more of a blue green. So the first one that I've picked out is this here. It's called Opal from Monarch, and that is definitely what I'm talking about, where it's more of a blue. So what have we got that's a bit lighter than this? This colour Sky. Yeah, that's ideal, isn't it? Those two together. So I'll give them a quick sharpen. So again, just like we did on the flamingo one, I'm going to create some little wave shapes, very simple wave shapes, with the darkest of the two, the opal from the Monarch set. And then with the sky, which is also from the Monarch set, we'll sort of fill in all the in-between gaps. That's quite cute. We could leave it like that. In fact, I think I probably will leave it like that. I don't want to go, you know, too mad and try and blend it. I think those little wave patterns look quite cute. So finally, a bit of white gel pen, of course. This is me talking about. So let's put a bit on the actual ring itself. So maybe like here. On the opposite side. I went absolutely crazy with my white gel pen yesterday, more so than usual, doing my horror Create This book. So you will have probably seen that video. I put it up yesterday. And I went mental with it, if you want to look. If you haven't seen it, this is Carrie, by the way, from the horror film Carrie. And yeah, just pretty much did white gel pen absolutely everywhere, as I am wont to do. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. What do you guys think? I hope you've enjoyed watching. Tomorrow we have got a pirate flag, so I will see you then.